Hey everyone, I'm your pal the Kanyan, and this is a hardcore seasonal playthrough of the campaign for Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. Now, I leveled my seasonal character in adventure mode, and I'm missing these objectives, and I realize I never did the story with this character. So, I thought, what better way than to do a playthrough for the channel? And also, this is kind of neat because it gives me a chance to really reconnect with everyone. Now, I have to redo the Mighty Number 9 playthrough, or at least re-record the last chunks that I've done. Long story there. I've had a lot of encoding problems, and I'm probably going to make a video about OBS and how choosing the right video encoder can make all the difference and everything like that. I've got a ton of equipment and stuff from having played adventure mode, and I won't bore you guys with the details, but we're at level 70, which is the max, and then there's the Paragon levels, which lets you put points in very specific things. So we're just gonna pop that into attack speed because I like it, and I've got bolas, ball lightning, the boar for the extra protection, vault, spitfire sentries, and strafe with the lightning. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Diablo, I'm sorry. Just let me know and I'll explain stuff in the comments, or I'll do like a special like side episode where I explain how the game is. But basically, we're this really cool demon hunter. I don't know why the cutscene didn't play. I didn't skip it, but we're investigating a fallen meteor that fell in this town. I am playing on a really high difficulty, so that's why all the enemies have like ridiculous amounts of health. If you're playing this game for the first time ever, and you're just playing on the beginning difficulty, expect like low numbers. Don't expect to see these crazy, ridiculous numbers. But like I was saying, I've had a lot of technical problems, and that's been making me really discouraged. It just makes doing videos not as much fun when over half of what you're doing is just tech support kind of stuff. Oh, hang on, dialogue. I'll put out those turrets and you guys can see those guys in action. I love the turrets. They make my job as a demon hunter way easier because it's extra DPS that I don't have to manage. I just have to pop them down. I should mention that the wings that my character has are like a vanity item from having played Overwatch. They are the same wings that the character Mercy has. Now there are these books and they give experience drops. I tried to record this earlier and I already picked them up, but I'm also not going to let the book audio play on its own just because that would increase the length of these playthroughs drastically. So, the dead are turning. That's not good. Okay, cool. So, the equipment setup and the skill setup I have is basically what I'm going to be using for the majority of this playthrough, unless I find by some chance better equipment than I already have on, like as we're adventuring. Oh, here we go. So this is pretty easy peasy. Ooh, rare item. That would increase our damage, but I'm not so sure that's worth losing the legendary gloves that we already have on. Anyway, but I'm hoping that this playthrough, I have the face cam off just because, like I said, it's been a lot of tech support kind of stuff on my own end, and I'm just done trying to get. I just got it working the way I wanted it. What would happen is I would record and play the video in, say, like Windows Movie Player or Media Player and other different players and stuff like that, and everything would be fine, everything would be working, except what would happen is the second I popped in the video to Adobe Premiere, everything was off sync, and it was super weird. I didn't understand why, and rather than trying to look this up, I decided to be a smart boy and play around with my settings. It wasn't the off sync I had set for the microphone. For some reason that was different all of a sudden too, and it wasn't that I had my webcam on an offset. And I've had desyncing issues with OBS before, and that's always been fixed by forcing the computer to look at the timestamp of the video and then sync the audio itself. And for a while that was working. I didn't have to worry about it. But something, I don't know, OBS seems to update, and sometimes it messes around and things aren't the way they were before. It turns out though that all I needed to do was pick a different encoder. My computer has, I believe, I want to say 2, but I don't know. I don't know much about computers. I know about video editing and movies. That's about it. This would be a question that my roommates could answer way better than I could. But rather than using NVIDIA, I chose the other option. Maybe I'll make a tutorial video or like a what I did video if people are interested enough in this. But I just changed a setting and the encoding options, and that made all the difference. So now everything's nice and synced up, and I don't have to worry. At least I don't have to worry so much about it. Oh, that's a lot of guys. Here, check this out. We're just gonna spin over here. There's a lot more people over here than I realized there were, so we're gonna have the turrets help clean it. There were a lot more close calls in adventure mode, and I'm hoping that by the time we get to the end of the campaign, we're gonna have way more close calls as well. Oh, I don't want to lose that bonus. Yes, 30 kills. If that fuse burns out, then that's when the bonus ends. Oh, there it goes. And we get bonus experience every time that happens. Oh, okay. That's kind of weird. They just ran out here for us. Oh. Oh, that's great. So, Waller means that they bring up these stone walls. Molten, that's that trail of lava that you see running around. Reflect damage, that's kind of self-explanatory. And fast, also self-explanatory. Movement speed and attack speed of these guys is a little too high for my liking. Let's move a turret right there. Really not have to deal with that guy. Let's not stand in the blast radius. Okay, so we got a gem that we can socket into like items that have sockets like that. And Death's Breath, which is a crafting material. Oh. Yep, worth it. Is it worth it actually? Because with the old pants we were getting bonus experience. Oh. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not using the grenade skill. So we're good. It's all good. Let's check out this damp cellar. Sometimes there's goodies down here. Oh, just people without their shirts on. I feel like you would find that in most damp cellars. Then again, I not want to venture into damp cellars all too often. Oh, we got a ring. Is that any good? The answer is no. Not even our Templar could benefit from that ring. Tech support on your own YouTube stuff is probably the most abysmal to go through. And I'm the kind of guy that is a little too prideful. I'd rather not ask for help if I could help it. And who knows, maybe had I done that, it would have saved me some time. But I also wouldn't know who to ask, and that's kind of the problem. I have been going into the NewTubers subreddit, and they even have like a Discord group. I probably should have asked them. They would have known best. But the community, the NewTuber community has just been amazing. Everyone's super nice, and on my personal channel I've been doing like a weekly shout-out video, and I'm behind by like 2 weeks. So that's actually what I'm going to get going on when I'm done relaxing and playing this. I want to go to sleep, but at the same time I'm not tired. And I don't have to be at my part-time job tomorrow until the afternoon. And my ambitions tomorrow are to get up, walk my beagle. She could use some exercise, just as I could. Come back, do some more YouTube management stuff because I want to get back into it, and then go to my part-time job. Speaking of my part-time job, I've also begun working from home. It's not necessarily that I'm hurting for money, but car payment and rent and paying for my editing software stuff like Adobe Creative Cloud. And now some people would argue, why don't you torrent it? I'd rather... What the hey? This increases our damage. But we would lose the 10% attack speed and the... Actually, our damage goes lower when I do that because we lose that attack speed bonus. So it's really not worth it. Okay. Alright, well, we're back at New Tristram, and we've been going for a little while. Now, these videos, this playthrough is just going to be much in the same kind of tone. No face cam, just me chilling out and reconnecting with you guys, because I have been away for a while. Now, man, I just don't know what to do for that 50 subscriber special. But I'll think of something. Anyways, I'm hoping you guys will tune into this more. Let me know if you're liking this playthrough and this kind of tone of playthrough. No face cam, just relaxing and catching up. You could almost just podcast these episodes, really. Anyway, but I will see you guys next time on Diablo 3.